Hi, everybody. It's Nick Bradshaw here from AI TV. We're broadcasting live from AI Expo Africa 2021 online, Africa's largest AI, RPA, and smart technology trade event. We're running online this year because of COVID. But the great thing about running an online show means that we can reach out to anyone in the world. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Daniel Sloan from Future Tech, an Accubits company, one of our premium sponsors. And he's joining us live from Texas. And Daniel, welcome to the show and welcome to AI Expo Africa.
Thanks, Dr. Nick. Always fun to be here.
Well, Daniel, tell us a little bit about Accubits and Future Tech. You guys are kind of working at this very interesting nexus of blockchain and AI, and some of the conversations we've already had until today have been fascinating. And obviously, you tell us a little bit about some of the work that you've been doing in Africa.
Certainly. Future Tech is a joint venture with Accubits. It's been a great partnership. Accubits is very strong in artificial intelligence, blockchain, RPA, and it enables us as a solutions integrator to kind of come in, really identify what are the key issues, what are the problems. We do a great job of gathering those requirements. I've got solutions architects, business analysts, our PMO here is second to none. So we kind of work with Accubits, manage the projects, make sure they go along smoothly. And as you know, projects tends to change during the course of the 3-6 months or however long, and we're kind of staying on top of that, given that white glove service, right? Making sure the customer is, really super happy. Accubits does a lot of work with governments and enterprises, and so they bring that kind of skill set to the table, which is nice. So even though Future Tech does a lot of investing and working with startups in the blockchain and AI space, it's really nice to bring those kind of enterprise capabilities. The Dubai Smart Cities is a project that they're a prime on and do a lot of amazing work with the Emirate of Dubai. And you asked about Africa. Pretty excited about the project that's going on in Cameroon right now. It's an implementation of our product. It's called Rebuild the Chain. It's a pandemic management solution. So that's actually built on Hyperledger Fabric. So that blockchain component of that software basically enables you as a citizen to be registered with the government, but have all your data protected because it's all protected in the blockchain. So they can see you running around, but they don't know it's Nick Bradshaw, right? And they actually need to ask your permission. So if, let's say, the app shows that you're in close proximity to someone that had COVID, they'll send you an alert and say, hey, we'd like to unlock your data to know where you've been at so we can try to do the back tracing. If you're a bit of an anarchist, Dr. Nick, and you say piss off, there's nothing they can do about it because it's hashed data. It's written in the blockchain. So
right. Interesting.
That was always a big concern of, being in America. We are very strong on that privacy and things like that. So I thought that was a really elegant solution that they created for that problem. So the government of Cameroon's doing that, doing some really cool projects in Kenya. Acoin, which is, I've been an investor a long time, supporter of that project, trying to help them get their DApp marketplace. So using Acoin in the city for everything. And then the DApp marketplace is going to allow entrepreneurs and other people to basically get access to fintech and other decentralized applications that they can use Acoin to power. So excited about that. And just a number of really cool projects, talking with one group in Nigeria about building a digital lottery. So they have a lottery there, they're licensed. Yep. And, as you know, there's the guys on the street corners, they're selling the tickets and, printing them out, but it rains a lot in Nigeria, right? So you can imagine, you don't want to be standing on the street corner and it's a monsoon. Well, if you have a digital lottery, you can have your phone, and I think 85% of the people there in Nigeria have smartphones. So the ability to do the app, go ahead and buy your tickets and do all of that. So just kind of bringing that digital transformation to Africa in a number of different areas, and a number of governments we're talking with around digital transformation projects as well.
Now tell me a little bit, there's the proposed smart city projects east of Dakar. Is that the thing that links to the Acoin project as well? Is that a separate project?
Yeah, so in Senegal, that's all Akon, right? So Akon being from Senegal originally. I think it was last year during COVID, they had a little groundbreaking ceremony. And so, as those towers get built, there'll be lots of opportunity to then bring in the tech that powers those cities. So, and I think it's interesting, you know, I have a podcast called Quick Tech Talk, and we had an expert in kind of 5G come on and talk with us. And he was blowing my mind talking about, you know, sensors in plants, right? You know, is it too much water? Has it not been watered? You know, everything being wired up, and, you know, 5G being a big enabler for that. As much as you're in a smart city, you can Wi-Fi everything, the ability to have that blanket of 5G. So I'm really excited in Africa about what the capabilities of 5G can do. And then obviously just more and more people are getting connected by having smartphones, which opens up the possibility of the world to them.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I've personally traveled overland through West Africa, through Senegal and Ghana and Nigeria. You know, that was a decade ago. And when you think now that those countries are talking about building a smart city from scratch, but just in many respects, like Dubai, greenfield, nothing there necessarily. It is a major testament to some of the vision now that we can deliver on these things. Obviously, hopefully they'll be done sustainably, but it's also great to hear that you guys are involved with that. I mean, just to wrap up, Daniel, if we were to look to the future, I mean, you're working, as I said at the beginning of the intro here, at this nexus of AI, blockchain. You know, you mentioned 5G there. You know, we're looking at, you know, sensors, a censored world that we're kind of emerging into now.
Right.
What do you see maybe as the top 3 big mega trends that Africa and people within Africa should start to think about embracing realistically in the next sort of 5 years?
Well, one of the things that I'm doing a lot of work in, and I've been involved with non-fungible tokens, NFT, since 2018, since the first protocol, ERC 721, was built. And when I start looking at that and start thinking about what are some of the major problems in Africa, well, you have a transparency problem, right? You have a problem with blood diamonds. Where did these diamonds come from? Are they from a good source? Going to totally disrupt your industry. There's obviously some corruption and other things. Well, if you start having, I know Nigeria is doing a central bank digital currency, right? Because now you have the ability to very easily audit that. So I think, you know, having, as much as African people don't trust government, I think if there was a transparent way to have a currency, like a central bank digital currency that the government could run and transact, it would bring that trust and transparency to Africa. And then I think thirdly, really, I see this huge rise of entrepreneurs, right? They're getting phones, they're getting tablets and laptops, and they're able to start businesses and transacting with people all over the world and selling their goods and doing things. And, you know, if you think about what has made America great, they say America's been built off of small business, right? That's been the backbone of America. Well, if we can, if Africa is rising and starting to come and become an industrialized country, we need those small businesses. We need people to actually go out and do that. And I think, again, 5G, access to the internet and just the tools and technology is going to enable that. So I think it's going to be really exciting for Africa in the next 10 years to see it grow.
Well, Daniel, I just want to say thanks very much for joining us today on AI TV. Also, thank you to you and the team for supporting the event this year. It's great to welcome a new brand to the event. You've joined us as a premium sponsor, which we're very grateful for. So just obviously looking forward to more delegates meeting you at the show tomorrow.
Excellent.
And on the final day, on the 9th, which is the end of the live show, and then we've got the 30-day on-demand show. So hopefully you'll get some great engagement, and people can listen to more of what you've got to say about our region. But just to wrap up and say thank you very much, Daniel, from Future Tech and Accubits company, for joining us on AI TV today.
Thanks, Dr. Nick. Appreciate it.